My wife takes off her wedding ring every midnight. The first night I shouldn't have ignored. It began on our wedding night with something so small. I convinced myself it meant nothing. We were still awake, whispering about the future when the clock struck midnight. That was when Lena, my wife, quietly slipped her wedding ring off her finger. Not dramatically, not nervously, calmly, carefully. If I hadn't been staring at her hands, I might have missed it. She looked at me and smiled. The same one smile that made me fall in love with her. "It's time to sleep," she said softly. I laughed, put the sheets closer, and replied, "Good night, Mrs. Carter." I didn't question it. Maybe she was tired. Maybe the ring felt uncomfortable. I was too happy to think. "I'm married now," I whispered to myself in the dark. Life felt perfect. I had no idea that perfection was already cracking. Over the next few days, something strange started to settle in my mind. Every night, my wife went to bed wearing her ring. Every night, exactly at midnight, she removed it. And every single morning, the ring was back on her finger like it had never left. The first night, I ignored it. The second night, I told myself I was imagining things, but by the third night, I knew this wasn't coincidence. Sometimes when midnight came, I would hear her whisper my name softly, strangely like she was explaining me to someone else. Other nights, she would quietly get up and walk towards the bathroom. No lights, no noise, just silence. And somehow, that silence felt louder than anything. One morning, I finally asked, "Lena," I said gently over breakfast, "why do you remove your ring every midnight?" She paused mid-sip. "Remove my ring?" She laughed lightly. "Why would I do that?" Her eyes were steady. "I must be dreaming then." I forced a smile. She stood up, walked over, wrapped her arms around me and whispered, "You think too much. I love you." Those words should have calmed me. Instead, they felt like a distraction. That night, I made a decision. I would stay awake. I would see the truth for myself. At 11:45 p.m., I was alert. At 11:58 p.m., my heart started pounding. She turned toward me. "Why are you still awake?" she asked. "I'm just thinking," I replied. She smiled and began talking about random things, memories from childhood, things that didn't even connect. Her voice was soft, rhythmic, soothing. The next thing I knew, morning. I jerked upright, 8 a.m. I couldn't remember when I fell asleep. The following night, I tried again. Same result. Sleep swallowed me whole. But this time, I suddenly woke up. 2 a.m. The space beside me was empty, cold. My heart slammed against my chest. I reached under her pillow. There it was, her wedding ring, cold in my palm. I stood slowly. Just as I stepped towards the hallway, the bathroom door creaked open. She stepped out, and I froze. Because the woman standing there did not look like the woman I married. Her face was pale. Her eyes looked darker, deeper, like something was staring at me from behind them. And she wasn't smiling. She was staring at the ring in my hand. Then she tilted her head slowly and said in a voice that didn't sound like hers, "You weren't supposed to be awake. Guys, go to part 2. You can't afford to miss this."